This is going to be a highly hands-on course, a little tough, hard work, but you're going to come out really an expert on the topics. And as usual, we're going to keep on our core philosophy, which is to always use case studies to motivate everything that we do. And you'll see that throughout the course. But there's also 6 things I think about in every module, and you'll see that happening. We'll talk about core concepts that go beyond the techniques in that particular module. I've created visualizations for every aspect of the course, so you'll see new kinds of visualizations that hopefully will help you really grasp the underlying ideas. We'll talk about actual algorithms in detail that make it possible to build these things in practice. So we'll really cover the algorithms. But we won't cover everything about classification. We've narrowed down the course to cover techniques that really have impact in the world today. They're actually practical. And we'll talk about what it takes to make those techniques practical. And that's a big thing because you're going to implement them. You're going to implement them from scratch in this course. All the algorithms we're going to talk about, you'll implement them from scratch. And you'll be able to take them into the real world and implement them yourselves if you're interested in them, or use them from a package, but really understand where they're coming from. For every module we cover in this course, we've created some additional advanced topics and advanced areas. We're going to mark those as optional. For those interested, you'll be able to dig in for every module, new things you might want to learn if you want to go into more depth. But those are optional. You don't need them. Even if you skip all of those, you still have a really fantastic handle on some of the most important techniques that actually work in the real world to build classifiers. We're not going to cover everything, but we're going to cover in depth enough for you to be able to really understand that. So we're going to focus on models that make most difference. So that's linear classifiers, logistic regression, decision trees, and ensemble methods. And if you can understand those, you'll be able to create the kinds of classifiers that you need to get amazing accuracy on a wide range of real-world problems. We're just going to talk about fundamental algorithms, and you're going to implement them and be very proficient at them. Gradient, which we also talked about in the regression course. Stochastic gradient, which is useful for scaling gradient methods and classifiers to really massive problems. Recursive gradient algorithms that are useful to learn decision trees. And boosting, which is an amazing technique which is useful for learning ensembles of classifiers. And we're going to discuss core machine learning concepts which are useful way beyond the context of this course, way beyond classifiers. So things like how to avoid overfitting, how to deal with missing data, precision recall, and online learning. It's going to be action-packed.